Okay. Uh, hey, hi. I don't have a script for this one, and I didn't want to start with a YouTuber sigh. I did something wrong kind of thing. But when you try to, get the ball going and think about what you want to say, and you don't have a script, sometimes the first thing that comes to your mind is a sigh. So I try to interrupt the sigh mid saying it. Hi, I'm Alphonse. For anyone that doesn't know, I know that I introduce myself on every video. I try to make it as approachable to new people as I can, and every time I do a gameplay, every time I do a stream, I tend to introduce myself and let you know who I am and what I do. Been doing this for 12 years. Been doing this for 12. Fuck, I've been doing this for 13 years. I lie. I have been doing this for 13 years. Um, so yeah, I wanted to make a video on. It's been a while since I made an update video, letting you know what I have been up to. I have been dealing with the worst technical difficulties ever that I could be dealing with, and looking into maybe buying a new computer because there is no, or it's going crazy and it's fucking making me even more nervous and distracted. But yeah, I have been looking into getting a new computer, and God, that's a lot of money that I don't have. Um, so long story short, when I bought this computer back on 2018, the computer was already old. Like a lot of the parts were like four four-ish years old. Like I bought a computer that was not like, it was not the best computer, but it was good enough back in 2018. It was able to run a lot of 2018 things. Mind you, there are things older than 2018 that I was not able to run, like fucking Alan Wake 1 from 2010. Alan Wake 1, not able to run it. Um, Quantum Break, if I remember correctly, Quantum Break is 2016. Not able to run it. Like it was not the best computer, but it was a good enough computer. So it did what I needed it to do. It allowed me to edit and it allowed me to stream, which is coming from what I had before. I was using a notebook and it was a really bad computer and I barely could make videos on it. I was fuck. Was I you? I wasn't. I was still back in fucking. Was I still using Vegas Pro? I think I already moved to Adobe Premiere, and mind you, in the years since I have moved from Adobe Premiere to DaVinci Resolve, because turns out Adobe fucking sucks. So yeah, I have I have gone through a lot of changes, and when I bought this computer, I bought it with the idea in mind to improve the computer part by part. Like I bought it in the with the idea in mind of, I'm not buying the best graphics card that my motherboard could handle, but I'm buying a decent enough graphics card with it in mind to buying something better slightly later, be it a couple of months or maybe a couple of years. But the idea would be to improve the computer part by part to the extent where it would not bottleneck. I have checked every fucking part of my computer and it's not viable to improve it anymore. Be it because the graphics card that would work on my motherboard would not work anymore or are not being sold anymore. Parts that I might need are not even being made anymore, or I would have to buy them second hand. And I would want my computer to get new parts because sometimes buying second-hand things will come with viruses, will come broken, will come overclocked, and that's why they are burnt and sold cheap. Like the idea was to buy as many new parts as I could, and mind you, I think all the parts in my computer were new but old, not used but old. So now, 7 years later, I haven't changed a single part of a computer that by the 2018 standards was already kind of obsolete. And in 2025, my computer is struggling. Not just my computer, but also this big piece of shit that I have in here. I'm still using a Roxio GameCap HD Pro that keeps fucking freezing randomly when I'm streaming, but not when I'm recording, which is, it already was a headache when I started. It was already a headache because for some reason that capture device adds delay to the capture. It has like a second of delay. It's permanently a second. But the problem is that my camera and my microphone are not on the same delay as the capture device. Sometimes I will have to add 1 second and a half of delay to the camera and 1 second to the microphone, so they are in sync, and at the same time they are in sync with the console. The console has always the same delay. The console doesn't change. But the camera and the microphone, sometimes that second and a half will turn into 1 second. Sometimes that second and a half will turn into 0.5. Like, it's never the same delay. And it has not been the same delay since I bought the fucking capture device. It has been that way for a long fucking time. And it's frustrating because every time I start the stream, I need to start with clapping and syncing everything, and it's a pain in the fucking ass, especially when it changes midstream. Sometimes it will change midstream, and I will have to resync everything again, and it's a pain in the ass. And luckily, I have been doing a lot of PNG Tuber streams where the microphone and the PNG Tuber will always be on the same sync. But for some reason, the camera and the microphone cannot be on the same sync. So when I'm doing it with a PNG tuber instead of using the camera, not only I give myself a break from, this room is a fucking sauna and it's really hot and it's a pain in the ass, but also I'm giving myself a break from, if I have to resync something, I only have to resync one thing because the PNG tuber and the microphone will always be in sync, unlike the microphone and the camera. So I have been doing a lot of like PNG tuber streams. I'm using what was it called? I'm using Viado Tube Mini. I might need to go because it's not the camera. It's not the camera or the PNG tuber. I will have to science it because at some point I changed from Viado Tube Mini to Viado Tube Mini 2 or Pro, or however the second version was called. I think it was just called 2.0. So ViadoTube is a Unity Unreal. I don't know. It doesn't need that many resources. Like it's just a microphone system that reacts to your voice and changes the image. It's easy. It's simple. It's not that consuming at all. Like it doesn't consume that much, and it's fine. It's good. It's fine. Like right now, it should be appearing right behind my webcam because I just opened it, and it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't consume any like resources or anything. And for what I needed of a PNG tuber, that's really fucking useful. That's really fucking useful. I'm not gonna complain about that because that's if you see that I'm always looking at the right, I'm looking at the preview of the camera. That's really fucking useful. And it didn't consume any resources, and it's really fine. Fuck, I think it consumes less resources than me using the camera, which is what I was looking for into a PNG tuber. I didn't want a VTuber, like a full-on VTuber, because as fun as it would be, that's resources that my computer is not able to handle because it doesn't have them. I need a second. Okay. So, this is an update video, and I have been talking about my computer for 10 minutes. I'm looking into buying a new computer. And I kind of know the parts that I want, and I have shown it to friends that are computer engineers, and then, they are programmers. I don't know if they are computer engineers or just programmers. They know about computers, and they have told me that everything is okay. None of the parts are like too crazy. Maybe that I would want to look into liquid cooling instead of using the fan because it would like maintain always the same temperature in the computer. Me wanting to be able to stream, record at the same time, which is what I usually do. Keeping a core temperature balance, it's always better. And maybe for like video editing and rendering, computer tends to overheat when you do that. So having liquid cooling is probably better than not having liquid cooling. I have been looking into getting that computer, and it shouldn't be too crazy, but it's way over my fucking budget. Because the idea also of the channel was for the channel to pay itself. So that's why I have been doing Patreon videos. That's why I have been doing merch. That's why I have been doing, all these I need money kind of things. Mind you, most of the times when I promote them is when I actually need the money. For example, when I was unemployed, I needed a money source in the meantime when I was looking for a job to buy food and also to pay rent and bills. Um, it's not always for the computer or like improving things for the channel or anything, or buying games, just buying games. And I'm always really clear on where the money is going to go to. Like right now, any money that I get through the channel will go into buying a new fucking computer, because that's what I can fucking use it on. Unless there is a greater need, like paying rent or buying food. Right now, the priority for the channel is buying a new computer. That's what the money that I get through the channel will go to. And by money through the channel, money of the channel, I mean like Twitch subscriptions, tips, and people buying merch or buying the Patreon videos or anything. All that will go into getting the new computer. And also, since I have a job, I can afford to, put my own money in it. I already have like 300 euros saved. I had 400 euros saved that I use 100 on. Let me show you this little fucker in here. Another capture device, to see if the problem was the capture device. It wasn't the capture device. It's my computer that somehow cannot handle streaming and recording at the same time, but recording is perfectly fine. And when I stream, the only problem with streaming, it's console. It's not able to handle the footage coming. I could, but it doesn't do. See what I tell you? I just thought maybe it's the cable. Maybe it's the cable, because the cable didn't come with the recorder, so I'm using a printer cable. And I thought maybe it's the cable that is failing. I have tried every single USB slot. It's not the USB slots that I'm sure of. But it could be the cable, so I could get a new cable and try it. But the problem is that that's just changing parts, not assuring me that it's going to work. It could just be that my computer doesn't want to work with a capture device, and I will be changing parts like an idiot when I could just get a new thing and fix it right away. So the problem is that I I have money saved. Like I also the capture device was not 100 euros. The capture device was like 30 euros, and I spent other 70 on an SSD for the PS5. You don't need to know that. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. You don't need to know that. But again, I like to be upfront about where I put the money that is from the channel for the channel, right? Um, and yeah, I have been dealing with all this technical bullshit while also working. It's not a full-time job, it's a half-time job. Like it's just 3 days, but it's 3 days that is sunrise to sunset kind of work. And mind you, I still have 4 days off that I can do things, but at the same time, those 4 days, the first of the 4 days, I'm fucking exhausted. Also, I have to do chores. I have to try and stay in shape, which I haven't been doing. I have to cook, which, mind you, people think that cooking is like a 20-minute thing. No, sometimes I will be cooking for 2 hours. That's 2 hours of the day that just go on cooking, plus cleaning and, adult life stuff. So I don't have as much time as I had before getting this job. I have more money than when I didn't have the job. But at the same time, I have way more technical difficulties than I had before getting the job, which means that I have been trying to put out fires everywhere. This is just me making fucking excuses because even though they are real things, I could choose to prioritize specific things and try to target them and fix them. Fix what I can fix. Instead, I have been going for the big fucking problems like trying to fix the fucking computer, which is a big problem that I'm not going to fix right away. And I have other smaller problems, and here's the title of the video and the fucking catchy thumbnail that I will probably make being like, oh no. um this is my accountability video of I have been fucking up a lot and I have been lazy if you want to call it that. But yeah, this is that part of the video. Sorry, I needed a coffee break. But yeah, this is that part of the video where I tell you that I have plans. I have plans for this year and I wanted to do them. And mind you, yeah, technical difficulties are a real thing and I have been dealing with them. But I have also been biting a lot more than I can swallow. I have been like trying to do collab stuff. I have been part of the Rainbow Raid Relay. I have tried to edit things for the Neighborhood Watch and other friends. I have done commissions, but I have been slacking off on a lot of my things. Mind you, because at the beginning of the year I was looking for a job like crazy, and after I got a job, I was focusing on doing the job and also trying to keep a work-life balance. I don't see Nia a lot because she's also working a lot, which means that I'm trying to spend as much time as I can with my wife. Um, and yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard, and I have been making a lot of excuses for myself because I'm not as healthy as I could be. A lot of the times I won't be able to sit here on this chair for longer than an hour or 2 hours because my back will be killing me. I need to go back to swimming. That used to help a lot when I used to swim. It used to help with my back problems. I'm not as healthy as I could be. Like I cannot do an 8-hour stream, and I'm aware of that. But I'm also making excuses. I have been sleeping more. I constantly complain about being exhausted because I slept more than I needed to. And if you know how my stupid body works, if I only need 3 hours of sleep and I end up sleeping 6, those 3 hours will not matter. I will wake up more tired than I was when I went to sleep. Sometimes for me it's better to sleep 3 hours and I will wake up naturally. It always happens. If I need 3 hours, I will wake up and then I will have to choose between going again to sleep and maybe getting up and doing something. And I have been always going back to sleep, which is stupid on my part because one, I'm wasting time, and two, I'm actively harming the resting that I would be getting by sleeping more. Sleeping more has more chances of making me more tired than it has of helping me rest, which means that I'm self-sabotaging myself. And I have been slacking on things that I wanted to do this year. Things like, oh God, I hate having to spoil this. I wanted to have for Easter uh, an Animal Crossing Japanese playthrough, Animal Crossing New Horizons Japanese playthrough, and I will tell you why. First of all, it will be the 5-year anniversary of me playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, because it released before Easter on 2020, but I didn't start playing until Easter, and I wanted to match it with the 5-year anniversary. And also I wanted to do it in Japanese because I have been studying Japanese before getting the job, and I got to almost Jiko Shokai level, which would mean that I would be able to like read and understand a lot more, but maybe not speak it fluently. So the idea for the playthrough would be to play the game in Japanese because Animal Crossing New Horizons is the Animal Crossing with furigana, and it would make it easier to understand the kanjis because it would have the furigana on top of the kanjis. It would be a helpful tool to learn Japanese, but at the same time, I haven't studied Japanese in the whole fucking year. I was studying Japanese last year, and I was studying Japanese at the beginning of the year, but I haven't studied any Japanese since February, and that's on me. That's on me because I wanted to start the Animal Crossing Easter playthrough on Easter. So I had time. I had time to get to a decent level to be able to do the playthrough. I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. And I have been fucking punishing myself about it and being like, you need to do the Animal Crossing thing. I need to start studying Japanese. It only takes like an hour a day. You only need an hour and a day to write down all the kana, hiragana, and katakana, and write down the kana once a day, and it will stick to you, and then you can do like half an hour of new lessons. And I could have done it. I have 1 hour a day. I wasting that hour a day sleeping that I could be using to study. Do I need that sleep? Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. Sometimes my body will ask me for 3 hours of sleep, which tends to be the minimum, and sometimes it will ask me for 8 hours of sleep. I have been getting consistently at least 6 hours of sleep every fucking day when I didn't need them. And that's a problem because one, it's time that I could be using on something else, and two, it's also an excuse for self-sabotaging myself. So that's what this video is about. Sorry, I need a coffee. But yeah, I I have also been slacking a lot on VODs, on uploading the old streams to YouTube. I know, and I'm really sorry, and I'm planning to do it more. And I have also been slacking on the gameplays. I had this idea of uploading gameplays on the weekends since I started working because I work weekends. So I cannot stream on weekends. I could stream on weekends, but I would be really tired and it would be really short streams. And I also wanted to spend time with Nea after work, which meant that it would be better to just upload a gameplay. Mind you, I have uploaded a lot of gameplays, but I have been slacking a lot of them because I had the time. I want to say I didn't have the time. I had the time. I just slack off. And I was maybe just tired or burnt out. It could be anything. I could be slacking off because I'm burnt with, and I don't put it past me to be burnt out because of the whole technical difficulties and also a job that is extremely social, and recording videos and doing streams is also a social thing. My social battery is really limited. It's really, really limited. So I have been slacking on that. I also started a new project last year of making tutorials for Ace Combat in Spanish because I had one of my Ace Combat 7 playthrough videos had a semi tutorial. It wasn't a tutorial, it was me showing the skill, not skill tree, the plane tree where you unlock all the planes on Ace Combat. And people were asking me like that fucking gameplay was a tutorial. It wasn't. It wasn't a tutorial, and I was fucking tired of people asking me things like it was a tutorial. So I ended up making a tutorial on how to unlock the planes. And people started asking me how to use the planes. And I was like, God fucking damn it. And I made a tutorial on basics of flight. And now people are asking me for basics of combat. And I have been slacking on the basics of combat because when I started doing the fucking Ace Combat thing, I also started doing the Patreon videos. God, the fucking Patreon videos. I love doing them, but I keep putting things and things and things on my plate. And there's no way I can handle everything because at this point, I don't have the time for everything, but I have the time to do certain things that I haven't been doing. Since I cannot do everything, I'm doing nothing instead of doing a part of that everything. And that's me self sabotaging again. And I I started making Patreon videos. I started making because I needed the money for bills. I think at the moment I needed the money to pay a couple of extra bills that were a bit over budget than with the money we had, because I working already, or I was interviewing. I wasn't working. I was about to start working, but I was not working yet. So I didn't have the money, and we went a bit over budget with the bills, and it would have been fine, but we would have been really tight on money for food. So I wanted to get at least the money on the extra bill to be okay with food, or if not the money for the bill, at least some money for food. So I started making Patreon videos. Patreon videos that, mind you, I'm not blaming anyone because I haven't been advertising them and I haven't been annoying about it. Those Patreon videos, no one has seen them. Like, they haven't been seen by anyone at all. Mind you, again, self-sabotaging me. I haven't been advertising them, and same with the merch. I have a shit ton of merch that I haven't been advertising. It's on me to not be annoying every single day and let you know that I have merch and that I have Patreon videos that you can get for like $10 a month. $10 a month gets you um, all the Patreon videos that are there. And it, mind you, I'm lowering the prices of the Patreon videos, the Patreon subscription, because $10 a month was when I needed the money for paying for food and the power bills and stuff like that. So I want to like keep this project going, but I'm lowering it to from 10 to $5 a month, because I think $5 a month, yeah, it's expensive, but it's like paying me a coffee, getting me a really expensive coffee, mind you, but it's like paying me a coffee and you get um an Ace Combat show that I'm doing, defeating all the aces in Ace Combat, Metal Gear Solid, all S ranks in the VR missions. It's not S ranks, it's like first rank, because it has like a top three on the ranks, and I'm getting the first rank on all the Ace Combat, all the Metal Gear Solid missions, VR missions, mind you. And I also started, since those take more editing and take more time to get ready, I also starting a show of something a little bit less edited, but were exclusive gameplays for Patreon, of Gravity Rush and Ghost Runner. I haven't continued the Ace Combat one, or the Gravity Rush, or Ghost Runner, or Metal Gear ones. Mind you, why? Because I got Monster Hunter Worlds. No, Wilds. I got Monster Hunter Wilds. And I started a Patreon only Patreon only campaign of Monster Hunter Wilds, because I knew the multiplayer I would end up doing it on stream. And I was like, okay, I can do the campaign for Patreon only if people want to see me play the campaign. And mind you, a lot of people hate the campaign of Monster Hunter because they think Monster Hunter should be arcadey. I'm not one of those people. I want to play the campaign. And I could use the campaign to relearn the mechanics of the game, because I haven't played Monster Hunter since PSP. Um, I thought about making the campaign Patreon only and then doing the multiplayer on stream. The moment where I want to do the multiplayer, it turns out that if you have not seen the monsters on the campaign, you cannot fight them on multiplayer, which is really fucking bullshit. Because there's people that don't want to go through the campaign, so forcing you to fight the monsters, I thought maybe there is like an arena mode or a mission mode that I can do on one side the multiplayer and on another side the campaign, and I don't have to mix both of them. So I did a stream that was effectively the last Monster Hunter exclusive. It was not exclusive, it was early access Monster Hunter. Like, I was doing the campaign and uploading it, and Patreon would have the campaign of Monster Hunter 2 weeks in advance. So it would be 2 weeks, and then it would go on YouTube and it would be free. Because I didn't want to deprive everyone of those gameplays. It was more of a traditional playthrough than it was an extra content kind of thing. So I was giving early access because I was not planning on doing a Monster Hunter multiplayer playthrough or stream that soon. Like, I was like, yeah, no, I won't do that until like maybe 2-3 weeks into playing the game, where I'm a bit better at playing the game. When I reached that stream, we started encountering the fucking technical difficulties. My computer straight up blue screen, and it was a pain in the ass, and I still haven't edited that because it crashed the entire recording, and I had to download the recording from Twitch, which is already a lot. So I haven't done that. And on top of all of that, there's another thing that I have been slacking on. I need some coffee, sorry. I have been slacking on a commission. And not only I have been slacking on my own videos and my own content, because I have been trying to put out fires and chew through a whole meal that I cannot possibly eat. I have been slacking on a commission for a friend, and I feel really bad for it. So I want to start putting more time into the things. And mind you, I have them. I have them written in here. I keep them in mind a lot. I keep them super in mind. Um, I want to focus on the commission because that's an important thing, and now we have more things and more resources and more people to help with that commission. So I want to focus on the commission while my computer can handle editing, video editing for now. Nothing crazy. I cannot do special effects, but I can do like editing, and that's something that it's good. It will take. I have edited videos where it would take a whole 24 hours to render the video. If I have done that in the beginning of this channel, I can do it again. I'm not past taking a whole night and maybe a whole day to render a video. Like I'm not past that. But I want to focus on that. I want to focus on the Ace Combat tutorials because people have been really adamant. The only fucking comments that I get on YouTube are about the Ace Combat tutorials. Are people asking me things about Ace Combat? So I want to give it to them. I just haven't been prioritizing it when I should have. Um, I want to also get back to the Patreon videos. Mind you, I have been doing another series because I have been working on the taste and aftertaste of Death Stranding. I finally platinum Death Stranding, and I have been working on gathering the footage of Death Stranding, the campaign, out of me streaming Death Stranding because that's already 200 hours of streams that I cannot fully use for the video. So I have been gathering footage of the whole campaign again with optional microphone because on the other one the microphone is attached to the video, so I cannot get rid of my microphone and just have the game sounds. In these new videos I have the game sounds on one track and the microphone on another track. It's a whole fucking thing. And I have been making those gameplays so that I can upload the gameplays as extra content for Patreon that you will find on Patreon, and you will be able to see my thoughts on how to want to approach the video and my thoughts on seeing the early game. Because mind you, I have only played the campaign once. I have put 200 hours into the game, but I have only gone through the campaign once. So seeing my thoughts on the game after 200 hours of playing it, seeing my thoughts on early game again, and my thoughts on how I want to approach certain things on the video, I thought that it was worth it as an extra content kind of thing. So I thought, hey, why not uploading those gameplays to Patreon? If someone wants to see the extras, if someone wants to see the behind the scenes of the taste and aftertaste, they can go watch those videos. Um, but I was like, oh, but those are just in English, and I feel bad about that because I have been prioritizing things in English first with Monster Hunter and now with Death Stranding. So at some point last year, I did say that when I was playing Hitman 2, I did say by the time I get to Hitman 3, I want to go through Hitman 1 and 2 again because when I was playing Hitman 2, I didn't remember the story that well. And Hitman has a semi convoluted story with a lot of factions and betrayals and things you need to remember and understand. So, me playing through Hitman 2 and not remembering who half of the characters were was the point for me to, hey, I need to play Hitman 1 again. And I was like, okay, what if I just played off camera and I go through all the challenges and all the optional things there is in Hitman before getting to Hitman 3, so by the time I get to Hitman 3 I'm a fucking god at playing the game. Mind you, I'm never going to be a god at playing Hitman, but I tend to be semi decent to really good sometimes at stealth games because they are my thing. I'm semi pretty fucking decent at stealth games. I'm not good at shooters, but I'm good at stealthing. So I did say, okay, what if I was playing Hitman in Spanish? What if I do all those challenges and optional things? I do them on a Patreon only series that people can go and watch as an extra content before I go to Hitman 3. And I have been making that, but I also, it was around the time where I noticed, hey, I don't have the time to approach all of this. I need to make a video letting you know, hey, I am not slacking off. Life is a lot. My computer is not helping, and I already have enough on my plate, so I cannot approach everything. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So I wanted to let you know what is going on. I think 35 minutes of me talking about this is enough. So I wanted to let you know there's no going to be streams next week because I will be working all the whole week without days off or with one day off maybe. So uh, I won't be able to stream because I will be working sunrise to sunset the whole week. I will be working like that for 10 days. So I won't be able to stream it. The 2 days after that, I won't be streaming because I will be making tiramisu for my mother's in law's birthday. And the day after, I will be going to said birthday and celebrating. And then I will be going back to work and working 2 more days. Which means that I won't be able to stream in like 12, 14, let's say 2 weeks. Let's say 2 weeks to be safe. Let's say 2 weeks. So I won't be able to stream in like 2 weeks. Mind you, this kind of sucks because I love streaming. I love the like immediate interaction with people and seeing your thoughts on things and all. When I come back to streams, I have games that I have been deprioritizing and I feel bad about it because they gave me like early copies and I feel really bad about it. I will be going back to computer games that don't require too many resources so I can stream them. Since the good old capture device doesn't want to work, I will be going back to computer games that don't require that many resources. Things like maybe if Riku wants to be part of it, the Diablo 3 playthrough that we were doing, or maybe doing Stardew with the Loot Queen, going back to Tavern Talk, going back to games that I was playing just on computer, things like Metal Gear Acid, and things that I was playing on computer, not console gameplays, not console streams, but computer streams at least for now until I can, fix whatever is going on with the console streams. That also means that will be in the 2 weeks after that, which means that I have a plan of, for now at least, a whole weekend something of gameplays that I will be uploading one every day. So you have at least the gameplays while I'm not streaming. And that's what I'm going to be doing today because I said that I don't have enough on my plate and I decided to make it harder for myself. But I will be doing that. So I wanted to let you know what is going on, like all that's going on my life right now. And you have this update accountability video that I wanted to make. God, this coffee is good. But also you have a look into what it's coming. Like you have a look into. Sorry about the self promotion again. You have a look into the streams that we have, and you have a look into the gameplays that we have, and you have a look into the merch that we have. I have a bunch of new merch ideas that I have been slacking on, and probably I will do them. I will make those merch pieces throughout this week that I will be working like crazy. I won't have a time for a stream, but I will have time for making those merch pieces and doing something productive during that time, right? Um, and also the Patreon videos. I have at least 3 Hitman videos and 3 Death Stranding videos that I have already recorded and I will be publishing on Patreon. I have semi-finished the Ace Combat and Metal Gear videos it's been a lot, and that's a thing for another video or another moment of me talking about it. But yeah, there's plenty of ways to support me, and I would really appreciate it if you could help me because the sooner I change my computer, the sooner we can go back to normal. I will be prioritizing commissions. I will be prioritizing keeping the channel alive with gameplays semi regularly, hopefully every day. I will be prioritizing finishing some Patreon content. I will be prioritizing maybe making the Ace Combat tutorial. I don't know if I will be making the Ace Combat tutorial on this like week of working nonstop, but I will prioritize that. I will try to upload the streams that I have completed, like the ones that have a complete game, like Kenan the Breach of Spirits. I have that. I streamed the whole game and I have it recorded there, and I haven't uploaded the thing, so I could do that. I will try to study. No, I want, fuck. There is no try. Like Joda said, there is no try. Do or do not. I am going to study Japanese and get the Animal Crossing thing ready. Maybe not for Easter because Easter is already gone, but I'm doing it this fucking year and I'm putting some priorities on that. So yeah, this was the priorities and accountability video, and I hope you you enjoyed me ranting about this, and I hope I will see you on the next video. Mind you, today there's a gameplay today. I just need to make the thumbnail and publish it, and it will go live around the same time this video goes live. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you on the comments or anywhere at all. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.